Back here for the second period of play. And if you're just joining us, which we know you are, Gabe Cleary, Chris Hodson, we're sorry about the first period. A little bit of loose wires up on the crow's nest, but we're back. Happy to bring you this coverage. 1-1 is our score. Goals belong to Johnny Gardner for the Cleary Cougars and Tommy Kilway for the Kent State Golden Flashes. And while we're at it, we're waiting for the Kent State Flashes to take the bench. Chris, how about we talk about that first period of play a little bit? What did you see from Cleary out of the gates that allowed them to take that 1-0 lead a little bit early?
Well, they're just creating turnovers. I mean, when they're in the attacking end, they're very aggressive, and they're constantly getting into those passing lanes on the breakout. And I mean, honestly, some really good hand-eye from their forwards, just knocking down pucks and keeping it in the zone. I mean, they're just keeping plays alive, and that's been kind of the difference maker for them. We know Kent State really likes to get on the breakout quickly, and they use their speed to try to get past the opposing team. And they just had a hard time doing that in the first. They were getting stopped at every turn by Cleary's, forwards and with the great hand-eye of the defenseman.
Little bit aggressive, as they always are. Some errant pinches, as the Flashes are taking the bench now. Some errant pinches. They're very aggressive offensively, and it can lead to some troubles defensively, but they were able to answer back later in the period. It was Tommy Kilway that ended up making that play, and so what did you see? It was a great play from Jason Smith, but what did you see on that play, Chris?
I just saw a great heads-up play. I mean, he knew he had Jason Smith breaking, and he just kind of threw it behind him. It was just a great play. And Jason Smith with a fantastic pass. I mean, their bread and butter all season has been kind of getting pucks in front of the net or trying to get it through the crease area, and they were able to do it on that play. And that's really what led to that goal.
You mentioned the Kent State Golden Flash. In that first period, you did mention the Flashes want to get back to scoring more goals. I mean, that's just how they're successful. They're a very aggressive offensive team, as we've mentioned.
Well, you got to have points to win the game, Gabe.
Oh, certainly. Certainly. You've got to score more goals than the other team. I believe that's the point, right?
Yeah, you'll never believe it, but in a lot of sports, scoring more points than your opponent wins you games.
So we're just about set to get started here. Teams have taken the ice for period number 2. It'll be Cam Thomas taking this draw with Jason Smith. And it should be an exciting remainder of this game. That first 20 was very impressive. And we're hoping for even better things in the final 40 minutes of this hockey game. Sticks are banging on the boards. That means it's time to go. Goaltenders have switched sides. Kobe Kevis to our right. Shea Spanier to our left. Sticks are down, puck is down, and the second period is underway. Big hit early on, delivered by Eric Wafer, and now cycling in behind, but taking control of the puck is Smith. Tough angle shot. Kevis was able to kick that one out. Knifing into the other way, this is Ben Gledhow for Cleary. Tries to send one toward the net, and he did! And a loose puck in front. Spanier just lost control of that rebound. Zach Wiener is able to step up, tosses one across for Gledhow, and that one just knocked wide. So now threatening early are the Cougars in this second period of play. Jason Smith is able to take it away. Touches it across for Butkowski, playing defense in this one. And now a 2-on-1, pseudo 2-on-1. It comes for Hillebrecht, and it's swept away at the last second by the Cleary captain, Zach Wiener. All the way back it comes. Nathan Butkowski will have to chase after it. Spanier just comes out to help him. And I believe it's time, since we had the goaltender play the puck, it's time for our obligatory Tristan Jarry reference. One of the best puck-playing goaltenders in the National Hockey League. Why not throw his name in this broadcast?
Well, he does goaltend.
60 seconds have come and gone here in period 2. This one comes all the way back down for Shane Handlovich. Right at the red line, sends it all the way down. Waving at it was Wes Smith, and he'll take it in the corner now. Hard on the forecheck, though, was Jonathan Gabriel. Helping him out is Zach Zarecki. To his side, they'll battle for it. Gabriel in there. Kobe Greenberg comes in to help out. This one cycles all the way back to the point where it can be controlled by Handlovich on that pinch on the left side. Gabriel in again, hard on the puck. This one taken control of. That was Joe Heinzelman that was in there, and he controls the puck now. Handlovich controls now for Kent State. Sends a backhander forward. Zarecki just avoided a big hit attempt that came from Zach Perry. Knocked down and now controlled by Kobe Greenberg. Greenberg on that left wing side, chips it around Wes Smith. How about that play? Greenberg, toe drag, he's in. Swept away by Kobe Kevis. We know the speed of Kobe Greenberg is a massive weapon for this team. And it nearly struck again once there. Justin Reddy controls. Now it's broken up by Jacob Herberg. Across for Halupnik, he's in, save, made the rebound, score! Jake Friedman. Flashes break the tie, take the lead 2-1. Jake Friedman, you could just see the relief in his body language after he was able to slam that one home.
I think pretty much everyone on the team is going to be excited to score one about now.
So a huge goal that will give the Flashes the lead. Now let's see if they can hang on to that lead. They're a good second period team, don't get it twisted. Here's Ian Herman, he nearly was in alone as well. Helping to break up that play was Aiden Michael. Now Michael battles for the puck, but it comes to Herman again. Snapshot just goes wide to the glove hand side of Kobe Kevis. Pinch up by Zach Barnes, he tosses one to the net, sticked in behind by Kevis. Now here's Herman. Herman surveys, looking for options, finds one in Zach Barnes. His shot was blocked by Nicastro, flying all the way back to his own zone to play it as Kyle Vett. Sends it all the way down, and this is an icing. 17:20 to go in the second period of play. We just saw our first goal in this second frame. It belongs to Jake Friedman and the Kent State Golden Flashes to make this a 2-1 game. Faceoff will come down. It'll be to the left of Shea Spanier. Of course, last time Shea Spanier started a game in this arena, an 11-0 shutout victory over the Eastern Michigan Eagles.
He's been busy tonight as well.
He sure has been. Ian Herman plays it off the boards to Kilway, 2-on-1 breaking. Kilway snaps one, glove down, and frozen by Kobe Kevis. The speed coming through again from the Kent State Flashes. They have so many quick forwards. And an odd man rush, it's probably the last thing you want to see if you're a defenseman.
Yeah, that's kind of their bread and butter. Just getting out of the zone quickly and getting on the rush and just kind of overwhelming the opposing D with getting a couple of fast skaters up there.
No pun intended. This is a flashy team.
It
sure
is.
Here's a face-off win. Quick shot comes from Kilway. It's blocker to the side by Kevis. Battle for the puck in behind, in the corner rather, and now it's controlled up the other way by Mark Alexander. Mark Alexander gets it taken away from behind by Smith. Kilway has one goal in this game already, looking for another. Cycles behind. Macbeth watched him. Hillebrecht with a chance in front. Knocked down by Kevis. Again, it's controlled now by Kilway. Throws it for Hillebrecht. Stepping up to keep it in the zone was Nathaniel Schwartz. Able to be wheeled out of the zone by Luke Johnson all the way down. And this will be icing with 16:38 to go in period number 2.
Well, coming out here to start the second period, we talked about the strengths of Cleary, but right now it seems like the Flashes are kind of doing exactly what I said Cleary was doing in the first. But to them, they've been very strong in the puck, and they're creating a lot of turnovers in their defensive zone now.
It's important to have the puck. Turnovers give you the puck. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yes,
that was a good one, Gabe. I appreciate that analysis.
Controlled in behind by Creston, and winning it over was Joey Gallo. That sounds like a comment that you would make, Chris, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, 100% would be.
Falling back is Schwartz. Plays it across, looking for Bioni. Bioni's able to touch it for Creston. Creston right at his own blue line. Gillespie tried to nudge it in further. Bioni was up a little bit too far, the defenseman. This one sent all the way back down. Taking a hit was Derry Macbeth. Controlled by Bioni. Bioni looking to get something started on the breakout, and he's got Joey Gallo. Here is Gallo. Tries to throw one on the net. It's blocked by Smith to the corner. Eric Wafer in there. He's hauled down. No call. Kent State might have dodged a bullet this time around. Flying in now is the goal scorer. That's Johnny Gardner. Puck deflects into the Kent State bench. So we'll have a whistle with 15:49 to go in the second frame of play.
Yeah, the refereeing tonight has been a lot looser than we've seen here recently. We've seen a few games where pretty much everything under the sun is getting called. Tonight, not so much. We've had some calls, but they're not calling every little thing. A little looser game.
Well, hockey is one of the hardest sports to officiate, if not the hardest. Can't blame them for a little bit of inconsistencies, although we know we want to.
Well, it's a fast game.
It is a very fast game. As here's Handlovich touching it across for Herberg. Herberg sends one all the way down for Kobe Greenberg. Nifty move by Greenberg to free himself up. Plays it across for Zarecki, but it's controlled now by Colby Krupp. Sends one toward the blue line. Cleary will break out now. It's Krupp. Down the right wing side. Sends it skyward. Spanier just past his outstretched arm. Gardner was in there for Cleary, trying to break that play up. Johnny Gabriel is able to get a takeaway. Trying to leave it behind for Zarecki. Sent all the way down into the far corner. First one in on it there is Gledhow. Ben Gledhow, the leader in points for this Cleary ice hockey team. Touched across for Kobe Greenberg. You know how dangerous he is. Greenberg twisting, stops on a dime, drops it for Herberg, a drive. Save made there and a big rebound. A juicy one waiting there. Kobe Kevis catches a break. Wes Smith throws one on Spanier. He waffle boards it toward the corner. Ben Gledhow is there at the half wall. Zarecki was able to break it up. Now Wiener one-on-one with Gabriel. Gabriel twists around him. Gabriel, a shot just goes wide to the far post. How about the move by Jonathan Gabriel? And now a potential odd man rush the other way, just out of the reach of the outstretched stick of Justin Reddy. Gabriel tried to get a cycle going in behind. Zach Barnes was able to toss one, and I believe it hit a man on the bench. So we have a whistle, and we'll have a face-off. How about the nifty move of the big guy, Jonathan Gabriel?
I've seen a lot of wild moves here so far in the second. A couple Greenberg ones, and then that one we just saw there. They've been pretty spicy, if I do say so myself.
Having fun with it. This is Ian Herman. Herman is able to shake off a check and send it all the way down in behind. Luke Perry and Holupnik meet, a pair of 17s in behind Kevis's net. Eric Wafer and Barnes race for that puck. Barnes was able to toss one to the net. And the big paddle of Kobe Kevis is able to keep that one out of the net. He'll melt it down. 14 minutes even to go in period number 2. Flashes lead it 2-1.
Well, on the goaltending side here so far this evening, we've seen a lot of very rotund, very succulent rebounds in front of the net. A lot of second chance opportunities coming off both the netminders tonight.
Off the tie-up, it's controlled by Jake Friedman, who scored the most recent goal in this game. Tosses another one toward the net. Never a bad idea. This one frozen by Kevis. We'll have another draw in the zone. Just 7 seconds came off the clock that time. 13:53 to go in period number 2. Gabe Kalura, Chris Hodson, you're watching Kent State Ice Hockey here on YouTube. This is Friedman, just able to escape a check that was intended by Eric Wafer. Friedman is able to get it back to the point for Kyle Vent. Sends one toward the net, deflects just wide. Wrapping around is Herman, stops on a dime and cuts the other way. Zach Wiener looking to tie him up, he's unable to do so. Back it comes for Vent. Vent sends one in the direction of the net, hit the stick of Reddy in front. Friedman had another whack at it and he just fanned on the shot. Barnes winds and fires, it's blocked away by Kobe Kevis. Trying to hit the stick of Friedman there was Kyle Vent. It just escapes him. Wiener sends the body on Ian Herman, who emerges with the puck, sends one toward the net, and another save made by Kevis, and our first disagreement in front of the Cleary net.
Well, you know what I say about entering the goaltender habitat, Gabe. It's not a place you want to step if you want to stay unscathed.
A lot of teams take exception when you find yourself near that blue paint area. Guys like Patrick Hornquist make a living down low in that area of the ice.
And you know the goaltenders really love those guys.
Oh, absolutely. You can't help but think of Mike Smith and Patrick Hornquist getting into a couple of battles. I believe Cam Ward has gotten upset with Patrick Hornquist before, but who hasn't gotten upset with Patrick Hornquist before? Anyways, we digress. In the corner, they battle for the puck in this game. This is Nicastro with it. And it's taken away from behind. Schwartz handles, sends one toward the net, deflected by Gallo and wide. Joey Gallo emerges into the slot, lets one go. It was blocked down. Gallo tried to wheel it back down low. It's controlled now by Nicastro in a 3-on-2 breaking for Cleary. Tried to hit Aiden Michael driving toward the net, but could not. Gloved down by Nick Schemmel. He takes a body from Bioni, sent to the net, blocker down by Spanier, and he's able to recover before danger happens. Nicastro goes down. This is Michael battling forward in the corner. Another hit delivered. Spanier with a great reactionary save there. The puck, he looked down and it was right next to him. Now Gillespie, onside play at the line. Mitchell Gillespie sends one all the way around. Nick Creston will be the first one to it. Sends it back for Bioni. That shot just goes wide of the net. Michael is down behind the play. He's up and back into it though. Backhander by Gallo. Saves him. Rebound. Oh, what a save. Kobe Kevis somehow got the push with the left pad and kept it out of the net.
That's another example, one of those real juicy rebounds. You know, as a forward, you know how your eyes are the size of saucers when you see one of those bounce out. Great recovery and reaction to get back in front of that one.
You could hear Nick Creston's eyes pop out of their sockets with how wide open he was.
My eyes were out of their sockets, Gabe, and I'm up here.
Jason Smith looked like he might have tried to take a shot off the faceoff a la Mario Lemieux. It goes wide, however. This is Smith in behind. Look out! He tried it for the third time this season. We've seen a couple of times the lacrosse-style goal has been attempted in this game. First by Kobe Greenberg, now Jason Smith. No dice, though. Here is Tommy Kilway. Kilway goes down right next to the play, but Kowski stepping up at the line, and now controlled by Jason Smith. He sends it into the corner.
It's more of that loose refereeing here, that cross-check and open ice.
Herberg controls at the point. Sent one, looked to be intentionally wide. It changed direction. Never even gets below the goal line. Jason Smith steps in with a check. Tommy Kilway searching for it. Mark Alexander will wheel it. And now it can be controlled and sent all the way down by Johnson. And this is icing. With 12:06 to go in period number 2. Flashes lead it 2-1. Goals for the Flashes courtesy of Jake Friedman and Tommy Kilway. And, of course, Johnny Gardner with the goal for the Cleary Cougars.
Well, we've talked about, some of the looser refereeing we've seen here tonight. I might be in the minority, but I'm kind of in the mind of letting the boys play, There's kind of a gray line as to where you start calling stuff, but, for the most part, I like to see them just keep it even and let the play go on.
Cleary executing one last change here. Kent State does have the last change as the home team. Doesn't look like they want to make any more adjustments after Cam Thomas hops over the bench. Thomas will take this draw with Jonathan Gabriel. And now it's Kobe Greenberg controlling it in the corner, throws it in front, and score! Hammered home by Zach Zarecki. With 8 minutes even gone in period number 2, the Flashes double their lead. It's 3-1. Right place, right time. Zach Zarecki back on the board.
Flashes might as well have a house in front of the net, Gabe, because they're right at home, right in front of the goaltender.
And it looks like Cleary will use their timeout after surrendering 2 goals in the first 8 minutes of this game. A little bit of a pep talk coming at the bench area, so that allows us to take some time to reflect on what we've seen in these first 8 minutes. A Kent State team that looks hungry, Chris.
They look a lot different in this second period. They've been really strong. We've basically been watching the entire period in the offensive zone. They've been very strong in the puck, creating chances. They've been getting back in front of the net. Their passes are connecting. They're just kind of firing on all cylinders right now.
And how about the day that each goaltender has had? Don't let the 3-1 scoreline fool you. Kobe Kebis has been awesome, for lack of a better word. And Shea Spanier is also holding down the fort in his own 6x4. So as we've mentioned many times before in these ACHA hockey games, what are you going to get? You're going to get physicality first and foremost. These guys love to hit, and we love to watch them hit.
Absolutely.
You're likely going to see some pretty good goaltending, too. These are not players to be taken lightly. This is entertaining hocky at its finest.
You see everything. It's a high-scoring league, but that doesn't mean that the goaltending isn't still top shelf. There's just something about ACHA hockey where it just got pretty much everything you could ever ask for.
High entertainment value. Fresh from the timeout, this faceoff won by Jonathan Gabriel. Gabe Kalura, Christopher Hodson delivering you this coverage of Kent State ice hockey. 3-1 lead. Spanier is able to hop back into his crease. Dangerous shot that came from the half wall, courtesy of Cam Thomas. He'll melt it down.
I don't think he's had an easy stop tonight. It seems like he's always had, something hit him and then a wild rebound or a little bit of loose change in front. He's got to go scrambling back for it.
He's had to be alert tonight, and be alert he has. Of course, with a guy like Nick Beck, with the way he's been playing, it's tough to even think about playing another goaltender, considering the role that Nick Beck is on. As we're going to get a penalty here. High sticking appears to be the call, and it'll go against Kent State. Nathan Butkowski's the man headed to the box. So with 11:39 to go in period number 2, Cleary will get their first power play of the game.
It's a power play that's struggled so far this season, Gabe. They're sitting at a hot, crispy 10% on the power play.
Definitely want to convert on a little bit more chances than just 1 out of every 10.
It's a big opportunity here for them to get back in the game.
Face-off won by Gabriel, and subsequently sent all the way down by Kyle Vent. That first defensive zone face-off on the penalty kill, always so crucial. And the Flashes were able to win that one and eat up 15 seconds right away. But Cleary is right back into the zone. Cam Thomas stepping up on him was Barnes. Barnes was able to get a stick in the first passing lane, but Cam Thomas cycles it down around below. Kyle Vent delivers a hit. It comes back for Zach Weiner at the point. Back across, this is Johnny Gardner. Gardner holding on his off wing. Now he comes back to the middle of the point. Weiner again. Back down low, controlled by Smith. Wes Smith, tough angle shot, he scores! A power play goal for the Cougars, and they cut the lead in half. They're right back in it. Wes Smith, an awkward-looking goal that time.
Yeah, I don't think Spanier was ready for that one. He was kind of leaning on the post, and the shooter saw the opportunity from the sharp angle where, the goalie's leaning up against the post, and he's got a leg kind of, forward in the crease a little bit. It's an easy kind of target to try to bank off of, and he hit it perfectly on that shot. Actually, a really good shot to, hit the perfect spot and bank that one in.
So we'll see how the Flashes bounce back. Well, they almost bounced back with giving up a breakaway. Luckily, the man lost his footing. It's controlled now by Wes Smith, the goal scorer. Sends it down. He's looking for Gledhow. Trying to hit Hillebrecht in stride that time was Bioni. He just couldn't control the pass. Jason Smith looking to cut it off and hold the line, but he cannot do so. 2-on-1 breaking for Cleary. Gledhow holding, drifting, shoots it, and a save made by Spanier. Got that left elbow up to knock it out of consideration. Wes Smith dusting it off. He makes a man miss. And this one is swept away out of trouble by Justin Bioni.
Some suave moves at the point to get past a man.
Kluck turns it over there. Kobe Greenberg flying in. Greenberg shooting, and a save made by the goaltender, Kobe Kebby. He's been solid. Pair of Kobe's on that faceoff right there.
Well, we'll see how this kind of changes the game here, It's a one-goal game now, and obviously Cleary's got the momentum now, and we'll see kind of how that changes the game. See if that brings life to them, or if Kent State can kind of survive the oncoming storm here a little bit.
The official Todd Alexander is talking to both benches. So we will have a face-off to the right of Kobe Kebby. Off the tie-up, controlled now by Cleary. This is Weiner, nearly losing his footing. Swooping in there was Zarecki, who scored the most recent Kent State goal. That one just gets away from Heinzelman there at center ice. Sent all the way back down by Kent State. Jonathan Gabriel motoring in now. Looking for a tough angle play, but he just circles it around behind. Stops on a dime. Gives it back for Zarecki. Zarecki looked like he wanted to try and bank it in off Kebby, but could not do so. Battle for the puck. Eric Wafer steps in. Gabriel couldn't quite cut that play off. Zach Weiner, the captain for the Cougars, played all the way up ahead. Justin Reddy, he's a big man, making his way in. Heinzelman took a hit from the other big guy on the ice, Jonathan Gabriel. A couple of tall forwards for these teams. There's a drive that comes from Perry that goes wide of the net. Motoring now is Jake Friedman. Couldn't get to the puck before Wafer. Turning around, and now Herberg sends one in the area of Friedman, and he's the first one there. Shot comes from Friedman, kicked out by Kebby. Herman, the first one there for the Flashes, but he turns it right back over. Reddy looking to make his way out of the zone. Tough play by Handlovich, 2-on-1 breaking. Nicastro and Reddy. Reddy with the puck, lets it go. Spanier makes the save. Right into the breadbasket. He'll hang on with 8:53 to go here in period number 2.
Another prime example of those dangerous pinches by the Kent State Golden Flashes. Kind of bit him on that one, but Shea Spanier saves the day again.
A tough play by Shane Handlovich coming in on that left point side. Took an awkward bounce off his skate. Alas, this is Zach Barnes sending one right into the Cleary bench. Caught by Ben Gledhow. So the faceoff will stay in the Kent State net.
Yeah, we've seen pucks every night for those of you that weren't here in the first. We've got a puck in the rafters right now. I still can't tell you how it got there, but it happened.
It is stuck in the netting at the ceiling, low ceilings here at the Kent State University Ice Arena.
We even saw a stick up there in the first.
We did. This puck knocked down near center ice by Ian Herman. Herman played it across. Took a hit, looked like a knee-on-knee collision. No call comes from Alexander, the referee. Glove down by Kyle Venn at the point. He sends it into the corner. Friedman, the first one there. Wes Smith there to hurry him on. Smith was able to take it. Jake Friedman got it right back, though. Barnes' shot toward the net. Up and off the aforementioned ceiling for a faceoff.
Well, I made my thoughts briefly earlier on, my opinion in terms of penalty calls. I think that was one of the ones that kind of crosses the gray line and is pretty obvious and maybe should have been called there. But we play on.
So we've seen both teams maybe catch a break in this second period of play that has 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in it. A face-off won by the Flashes. Bioni gets one to the net, and a alert save made by Kobe Kebe.
It was kind of a sneakily difficult save. Did not look like a comfortable one getting the boot out there.
Kicked out that left pad just in time to stop the Justin Bioni shot.
Ha ha ha!
Total accident, by the way, right there. Face-off won by the Cougars. And now it can be controlled by Derry Macbeth. It just squeezes by Nathaniel Schwartz, and now Alexander flying in after it. Mark Alexander banging his stick on the ice as Luke Johnson. Dangerous play comes in front of Spanier's net, but he'll live to fight another day. Macbeth falling back to control this puck for the Cougars. Plays one up ahead. It's knocked down by Alexander. 3-on-2 breaking. Preston's able to fall back into this play for the Kent State Flashes. That shot that came from Mark Alexander gets the glass. In behind is Bioni. He's able to twist away from Mark Alexander, wants to get a breakout started. Bioni able to gallop by one Cleary Cougar, and it's controlled now by Nathaniel Schwartz. Schwartz walks his way around Smith. The Flashes are in. Smith was able to hurry the play just enough, and now it's Ben Gledhow, another 2-on-1, make it a 3-on-1. Here's Thomas, a shot, save made by Spanier again. Shea Spanier has been tested often in this game, and he's been up to the task so far. 7 minutes.
That's the best he's looked all night.
7 minutes even to go. That was a big save on Cam Thomas, the first line center for the Cougars. To a side, they'll battle for this puck now on the wall. Schwartz is in there to help out. Emerging with it is Smith. Smith wraparound try. Spanier gets across. Shutting the door on Wes Smith's wraparound opportunity. Melts it down, no further play. 6:45 to go in the second. 3-2 Flashes lead.
You know, funny enough, since that second goal went in, I think Spanier's looked a little more solid in that. You know, he's not kind of coming out of the crease as far as he was, and he's just been positioned, really strongly here since that goal.
Zach Eakes on this draw with Jason Smith. Smith won it. Tossed in front. Dangerous play in front of the Kent State net. They survive. Cleared all the way down and just shy of being on net. So icing will be the call. 6.5 to go. Faceoff will come all the way back down next to Shea Spanier. We've seen some dangerous opportunities in the last couple minutes for the Cleary Cougars. Not necessarily shots on net, but just the puck getting near that blue paint.
Well, the defensive fortresses for either side have been kind of weakening the gates here.
Here's a shot that comes from Eakes that just was blockered away up high by Spanier. Teammates approve of that on the bench as this puck is able to escape the zone toward neutral ice. Spanier just kicks that one aside with the right pillow. Now it's controlled by Butkowski. Tosses it for Herberg. Wanted to get Smith in stride. That is on net, so no icing. And now Kebby will have to freeze it. An alert play by Kebby as there. Jason Smith was knifing into the zone. He was raring to go. Wanted to get another opportunity offensively. Flashes will change, as will the Cougars. This faceoff will be to the right of Kobe Kebby with 6:07 to go in the second.
Well, speaking of Kobe's, with Jason Smith's assist in the first period, he now too has crossed the 20-point line, which means that he and Kobe Greenberg are the only players on the team that have crossed 20 points in the season. 20 points, pretty impressive, especially at this point of the year. Falling back, that pass intended for Ben Gledhow. Zach Barnes was able to fall back and make sure nothing came of that. Kyle Vent plays it off the boards ahead. There's Kobe Greenberg's speed. He's in. 3-on-1 for the Flashes. Zarecki now a chance in front. Zarecki, a backhand shot, stopped again by Kebby. Flying in as Gabriel wanted to deliver the body. Now he tumbles and falls down. Cam Thomas up ahead, and now an odd man rush for the Cougars. Here's a shot. Blocker save made by Spanier. A good opportunity there from Johnny Gardner, who's looking for another one. Back the other way we go. Greenberg snipes one, and a glove save. Picked out of the air like ripened Snatched.
fruit. Great save by Kobe Kebby with the glove.
What a back and forth here.
A lot of back and forth. 5:22 to go in the second. 3-2 Flashes lead. Face off to the right of Kobe Kebby. Aiden Michael and Ian Herman take it. Herman hard on the puck in the corner after losing the draw. Michael delivered a body on him. This puck comes all the way around. It can be controlled now by Nick Schemmel. Flashes are able to create a turnover, and Holupnik sent one toward the net from the left point. Easy save there from Kobe Kevy. Routine melts it down. 5:07 to go.
Well, going back to the play before the previous whistle when Kent State got that 3-on-1 opportunity, I think they may have gotten a little too cute with the passing on that one and made it. He should have just taken the shot.
Herman with a clean win back to Bioni. Shoots one that goes wide of the net. Schwartz pinching, and it was a dangerous one. Here comes Aiden Michael now. Holupnik is able to fill that void left by Schwartz, and he's able to break that play up. Flying in now is Luke Perry to help. Perry tumbles over. Nathaniel Schwartz fighting him for the puck, and now it squirts back into the corner. Bioni there, tried to sweep it away from Michael. Holupnik is also in the area. Wiener not able to hold the line now as Herman was able to escape. He's got Friedman with him. Here's a shot from Herman that was blocked by Wafer. Tries to backhand it out of the zone, and he will. Bioni falls back into neutral ice. Tommy Kilway, who has one goal tonight for the Flashes. Zach Wiener maneuvering, and he gets it across for Perry. Perry surveys, touches one now back below Shea Spanier's net. Thrown in front, another awkward chance that came for the Cougars. Spanier up to the task again, the right pad. Swept that out. Now a log jam in front of the Cleary bench. Puck squirts free, and it can be controlled by Eric Wafer. Wes Smith controlling now. He's got the most recent goal in this game, a power play goal. Leaping there was Spanier, and he's got to dive back to freeze that puck on a shot that hit the glass. Dangerously starting to come toward that slot area. Take no chances, just freeze it down. 354 to go in period number 2. Flashes lead it 3-2.
Maybe I'm easily amused, Gabe, but for some reason I find it vastly fascinating when goaltenders leave their feet like that.
A rather athletic play with all that gear on, as here's a shot that comes from Klupp and was blockered away by Spanier. Another puck battle won by the Cougars, but Hunter Hillebrecht able to create a turnover, and then he turns it right back over, and it was sent right back in by Zach Eakes. Herberg calmly plays it for Handlovich. Stepping in was Luke Johnson to deliver the body, and now Alexander sends it back down low behind Spanier. Handlovich handles again. Holding the line this time again was Klupp. Smith with a shot, goes wide of the net. Handlovich is there, battle for the puck just to the right of Spanier. Hillebrecht trying to hoist it out of the zone, cannot do so. Cleary is threatening here, and a big hit delivered there by the captain, Smith. Jason Smith with a hit on Luke Johnson. He'll change. Here's a dangerous chance in front, backhanded just wide. Kilway's got a man breaking. It was Smith, Hillebrecht, and they're still unable to escape the zone. Across for Cam Thomas. In front, just goes wide. Missed the outstretched stick of Mark Alexander. Another chance in front, stopped by Spanier. Spanier able to get back to his feet and pick up his twig while he's at it. Great shift here for the Cougs. Drop pass, here's Klupp. Sends one toward the net, sticked up and out of play. Intelligent play by Shea Spanier. Up and into the mesh. 2:37 to go.
Well, Gabe, if I had to describe tonight's game in one word for the Flashes, I think it would be turnovers. And we talked about it earlier on in the game, but we've just seen a ton of defensive zone turnovers.
And dangerous turnovers as well. Not in good places on the ice. I mean, any defensive zone turnover, you don't want to see it, but especially when those turnovers come near the slot area.
And Spanier's seen a lot of pucks kind of sliding through his crease. Nothing will raise your blood pressure quite like that.
2-on-1 thanks to the speed of Kobe Greenberg. Tried to throw one back across for Gabriel. He just lost control of the puck. With great speed comes great responsibility. I believe I've said that before on these broadcasts.
Would you know it was last Saturday?
Here's Cam Thomas trying to maneuver his way by Kyle Vent. He cannot. Zarecki takes a body, somehow emerges with that puck. He loses it though. Odd man rush now. Becomes a 2-on-1. Backhand try from Wiener that just goes wide to the blocker side of Spanier. 2 minutes to go here in the second. Still a 3-2 lead for the Flashes. Gabe Kalura, Chris Hodson delivering you this coverage of Kent State ice hockey. Here's a puck controlled by Zarecki. Plays it across. Greenberg was there. He left it for Kyle Vent. Vent pinching up. He's got it near the half wall. Pass across intended for Zarecki. And now an odd man rush again for Cleary. Bioni the only one back. Gledhow across. Justin Bioni with a sliding play. Here's Holupnik now. 2-on-2. He had Gabriel driving to the net, but he's forced off by Wiener. An impressive play by Justin Bioni. another quickly back into the offensive zone. Here is Bioni delivering the body again. Nathaniel Schwartz with poise. Just turns it over though. Heinzelman, his shot never got to Spanier. Eden Michael controlling now in the corner. 70 seconds to go in the second. Herman emerging, and he turns it over again, and this one will be a penalty. Jake Friedman will head to the box. Interference, hooking, tripping. You could probably call it either of those three. Nevertheless, another power play for Cleary. A power play that is 1-for-1 on the night.
It was a matter of time before they drew some kind of call. Very aggressive in the offensive zone, really kind of suffocated Kent, having a little bit of trouble getting out of there. Both teams have had a lot of opportunities, a lot of back and forth, but I just feel like Cleary may have been a little stronger on their end of the offense.
So now the Kent State penalty kill, which they worked on so religiously in Wednesday's practice, will get another chance to work. Zach Wiener controls it at the point. Drive comes from Smith. It was blocked by Hillebrecht. Might have been fanned on by Smith as well. Hillebrecht tied up, and now it's controlled by Gardner. Gardner plays it back. This is Wiener. Lets one go. Save made by Spanier. He looked behind him. That's a slap shot that comes right into the bench. Right between Terry Macbeth and Eric Wafer. They had to
had a fire drill.
Play some
dodgeball
there.
One.
Dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. The 5 Ds of dodgeball.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a puck. That's what just happened there. Face-off will be to the right of Spanier, Cam Thomas, and Jason Smith. Thomas was able to win this one. Gardner controls. 40 seconds to go on the period. Wes Smith dusts it off. Back it comes for Gardner. Gardner wanted to let one go but did not. Smith did. It was blocked by Herber. Under 30 seconds to go now. Here's Gardner. Crisscrossing with Wiener. Thrown across. Jason Smith with an alert play, and he clears it all the way down.
What a great play with the stick by Jason Smith.
The captain makes a huge play on the kill. Up ahead, this puck can be controlled now by Ben Gledhow. Big hit by Hillebrecht, although it looked like he might have taken the worst of it. Kilway just wants to pin it to the boards. 2 seconds and 1, and that is 2.
Still having a discussion over there in the corner. They may have taken a little offense to that last hit.
Well, take a minute to catch your breath as we welcome you up top of the bleachers on the bench side. Gabe Kalura, Christopher Hodson alongside me. Flashes lead at 3-2 after 2. And Chris, special teams became a factor in that second period. The Kent State penalty kill surrendered a goal, and they're going to have to clean it up at the beginning of the third period on a power play that still has 56 seconds left on it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as we've kind of discussed so far, they've spent a lot of time this week practicing the special teams. Last Saturday, for those of you who may have seen the game, there were a ton of penalties on both sides, and they were kind of, the power play has kind of fallen flat. They started the season at an insane 25% conversion ratio. They've kind of fallen down, to about a 20, 19%, and they're just looking to try to make it happen again. Their penalty kill, though, has been pretty good. They're, a little over an 80%, So
not just special teams in that period, rather turnovers were a big deal as well. I mean, we talked about it a couple times. A lot of turnovers in the defensive end for Kent State. What do they got to do to start to clean that up in the third period of play, nursing a 1-goal lead here?
They just got to make smarter passes coming out of the zone. They're throwing a lot of stuff in front of the net and kind of going, across, which is something you don't really want to do. They've also got to kind of calm down with the pinches in the offensive zone. It is a big part of their game, but there's been a lot of questionable decisions on pinches and a lot of bad bounces that have led to, 2 and 3 odd man rushes.
We did see a lot of odd man rushes in that period. Hopefully Kent State can get that cleaned up. So 3-2 at the end of 2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Kent State ice hockey. The third period is coming up next. just about set for this third period of play from the Kent State University Ice Arena. Gabe Kalura, Chris Hodson. Chris, the Cleary Cougars will start with 56 seconds of power play time in this third period, a carryover from the Jake Friedman penalty at the end of the second. What do you got to see from the Kent State kill to keep him off the board here?
Well, I got to see him clog up the middle of the ice and keep, Cleary from their goaltender. Towards the end of the second period there, the Cleary forwards were having, pretty much no issue getting in front of Shea Spanier and taking the eyes away. And that's something you really don't want if you're Kent State. Your goaltender not being able to see does not help him stop pucks. Shocking, I know.
Contrary to popular belief.
Absolutely.
Yes. And would you say keep him out of the goaltender habitat as well?
Exactly. So that's kind of what I want to see. I want to see him kill off, weather the storm here, and then get back to their game. We saw it a little bit in the second period. We saw it a lot at the end of the first period. But they kind of got away from it again there in the second half of the second. So that's something they want to get back to here if they want to close out this game here this evening.
So at the end of the second period, something that we want to note, Zachary Nowak had a conversation with all three of the officials near the bench area. Zachary Nowak, head coach of the Kent State Flashes, and both coaches are discussing something with the referees at the as we await the start of this third period. So something to keep an eye on. Both coaches seem to be frustrated with the officiating tonight. We've mentioned it a couple times in this broadcast. It seems like they're letting the boys play, and to an extent we like that, but is it a bit too much in this one, you think?
I think at times it's been too much. We've seen some things that I think were extremely obvious. We've seen some knee-on-knee. We've seen some hits from behind, some kind of nasty cross-checks. Those are the kind of things you want to see called, maybe more so than some of the softer stuff, maybe, tripping where it's not 100%, a trip. But there's been a lot of discussions about that. And then for those of you that missed the first, we had some light issues with the ice surface. There was a lot of discussion about that, and prior to the second period, they actually had a couple guys out there, and the refs were sliding pucks around, trying to make sure that the ice surface was up to snuff.
Something to keep an eye at, and you think about ice surface, you can't help but think about the Lake Tahoe outdoor game, a game between the Vegas Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche had to be delayed until midnight puck action. You can never. You'll learn on these broadcasts that we like to make a lot of random NHL references.
Well, this might seem weird, but we like hockey here, Gabe.
We do. We enjoy the game of hockey. It's a great game. Yeah, you heard it when I was talking about Patrick Hornquist in the second period. I really do grasp at straws to try and get these Pittsburgh Penguins references in there.
I was thinking maybe one game this season we might go maybe a period without a Penguins reference. Maybe a whole game without Tristan Jarry. I don't know if I can stomach that, Gabe.
I don't know if that'll ever happen, to be honest with you.
Well, speaking of shoehorning things into the game, we talk about the ice surface. You want to talk about a perfect ice surface. How about the ice surface at the Cotton Bowl in the 2020 Winter Classic? As you know, I might have been there.
You were in the stands, yes.
I was, in fact, and that was a great ice surface. What can I say? Contrary to the ice surface we've had here tonight, and we're not even in Texas.
The only Stars game you've been to that hasn't gone to overtime, correct, Chris?
Pretty much, yeah.
That Winter Classic between the Stars and the Predators. All I really remember from that game is Corey Perry getting booted out in the first period.
There's a lot of remixes of that, Some people put a little Foo Fighters over it,
We still await the start of this third period. Goaltenders just trying to stay warm. And we can go ahead and talk about them for a second. Kobe Kebbie's been spectacular, as has Shea Spanier. Spanier was tested a little bit more in that second period, especially toward the end, and he really seemed to hold his own.
I think he's gotten stronger the more shots he's faced. He's kind of settled down a little bit, and his positioning's got better, and he's kind of been, the rock in that so far. I just think he's slowly gotten better. Ever since that second goal went in, he's been really strong.
With volume comes success. That's the recipe tonight for Shea Spanier, it appears. Well, you can hear the sticks banging on the boards. You can probably see them, too. But that means third period action is about to get underway from the Kent State University Ice Arena.
Gabe
Kalura, Chris Hodson, the sounds of hockey pumping through a hockey night in Kent as we are underway in the third. Zach Wiener, 56 seconds of power play time to start this third for the Cougars. Nathan Budkowski trying to get it out of the zone quickly. This one saucered toward the net. That shot that came from Gardner and went wide of the blocker's side of Spanier. Under 40 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Gledhow holding. Ben Gledhow able to play it back for Gardner. Blocked by Hillebrecht. A good play to get in the lane. Wes Smith knocks it down. He's got a goal for Cleary tonight. Thrown across into the slot area. Whacked all the way down by Hunter Hillebrecht. Dangerous play in front of Spanier, but once again, he's up to the task.
Another one of those nectarous rebounds, too.
15 seconds to go on the power play. 45 seconds have come and gone in the period. Wes Smith after it. A pass that goes awry. Zach Barnes going to whack it all the way back down. One last gasp on the power play with 5 seconds to go. Looks like Wiener will just dust it off in behind his own net and allow us to get back to even strength 5-on-5 action. Fresh from the box now is Jake Friedman. Here's a pass all the way across. Here's a shot from Reddy. It changed directions, but Shea Spanier does a nice job to track it, and he'll melt it down. We'll have a face-off in the Kent State end. Just over a minute gone here in period number 3. Flashes lead the Cougars 3-2.
Shea Spanier looks locked in here again. Those block passes, the ones that kind of whittle in on you, are probably the most difficult.
Eric Wafer whacked it right back into the zone. His men had to tag up first, though, so the Flashes get a bit of an advantage here. Chasing this one back is Krupp. Colby Krupp, the Calgary, Alberta native, coming a long way to play college hockey in Michigan. Eric Wafer is able to kick this one up ahead for Perry. Luke Perry drops it off for John Heinzelman. Stepping into the lane there was Zach Barnes. He's able to break the play up. Jake Friedman just going to send it all the way as far as neutral ice. Wafer sends it right back down into the corner. Flashes change. In on the forecheck now is Justin Reddy, and he's able to take that puck away from Kyle Vent, at least for a split second. Hunter Hillebrecht controls it now. He's able to squeeze by a check. Give it on for Kilway. The give and go between Kilway and Smith. It just skips over the stick of Tommy Kilway. Kilway opened the scoring for the Flashes. In the first period, they were down 1-0, and Tommy Kilway was able to get things level about 15 minutes into that first. Here's Schwartz with the drive. Never got to the net. Back the other way. Here's Nicastro. Alessandro Nicastro going to send this one all the way down. Chase in after it. Bioni fakes one way, goes the other. Comes all the way back to center where it can be controlled here by Macbeth. Sends it all the way back down. Shea Spanier comes out of the net, leaves it there for Schwartz. Kicked across now. This is Justin Bioni. Holding his Kilway. He tried to hoist it out of the zone a little bit more effectively. Jason Smith, the captain, hard on the puck. He will finish the job. Stashes it in down low. Flashes change. Zach Wiener, the captain for the Cougars, able to touch it across. Aiden Michael now gains the red line, sends it in. It hit the dasher and into the Kent State bench. So we'll have a face-off and a stoppage.
Well, we've seen another healthy helping of Justin Bioni here this evening. Seen a lot of him over the last few games. He just eats minutes.
He sure does. Big time on ice, a lot of time on ice.
He's got the Kent State workhorse on the back end.
Your number one defenseman has to do that, and Justin Bioni has certainly been that in his senior season. This is Wes Smith. He was hurried there by Jonathan Gabriel, and it comes across for Mark Alexander now. Alexander sends one towards Spanier, able to calmly freeze this one down in the trapper. 17-10 to go in period number 3. Flashes still with a 3-2 lead. Face off in the Kent State end.
Well, we kind of talked about Justin Bioni there. We don't, obviously, from where we're standing, have the exact time on ice stats, but I want to say he's playing 20, 25 minutes a game, if not more.
Certainly seems that way. I feel like every time you look, he's on the ice and
there
delivering a hit just like there. Big body from Justin Bioni. Loose puck can be controlled by Kobe Greenberg, although Wes Smith was able to stash it all the way below the goal line. Nathaniel Schwartz looking to get this breakout started. Deflected up into the mesh, that time by Mark Alexander of Cleary. And we will have another face-off and another stoppage.
I'm feeling kind of clairvoyant here, Gabe. I think it might have heard me. How about that for timing?
Little bit slow here to start the third period. Cam Thomas will settle in to take this draw, along with Ian Herman off the tie-up. It can be controlled by Jake Friedman now. Friedman hoists it off the glass just over the outstretched arm of Wiener. This one comes all the way down below Kobe Keby's net. Stopping on a dime that time was Cam Thomas. Cleary will get the breakout started. Gardner plays it across for Thomas. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Now it's controlled by Ian Herman. Herman down the left wing side, trying to maneuver past one man, and he did. Just lost the puck. It comes in behind. Jason Smith, the first one there. Beg your pardon, that's Friedman. Back out to the point. Herberg with a shot. Caught by Keby.
Well, that for a suave move to get around a defender.
Fancy move by Ian Herman. Goes right between the wickets of Eric Wafer.
I've seen a few of those tonight from both sides. I don't know about you, Gabe, but I love seeing plays like that.
Not afraid to pull the skill moves into it.
Reminds you of that Connor McDavid goal the other night, eh?
Oh, yeah. One of the best goals we've ever seen, without question. This puck squirts toward the net. First one there is Joey Gallo. Wes Smith is going to be the first player on this loose puck, able to play it back around behind for Krupp. He plays catch with Smith. Smith, dangerous play to get it in front of his own net, but Justin Reddy controls, tries to get it up ahead quickly for Heinzelman. Now it comes around behind Spanier, the first one to it. Leaves it for Butkowski, and the puck comes out to neutral ice. Kent State seems like they're parking the bus a little bit here.
Yeah, both sides have really locked it down here so far.
Been a defensive first 5 minutes of this third period, 4 and change rather.
Yeah, quite the
There's a
contrary
big
what
hit.
we saw in the second.
Justin Reddy looking for this puck, and he takes another hit from Butkowski, and Spanier has to make a save that time. Boy, I didn't see that chance in front. I was too busy looking at the hit that was delivered by Nathan Butkowski.
Yeah, he just threw eyes back at him as he was getting up, too. Shared quite a daggerous gaze there between the two.
Justin Reddy is a big guy. And the bigger you are, the harder you fall.
That would be the case there.
Kyle Vent able to shrug that body off. Jason Smith in there to help out, delivers a check of his own. Cycled all the way around, back at the point, but held in by Macbeth. Zach Barnes cuts this one off and behind his own net. Backhanded it, might have hit his own teammate Kyle Vent there. Flash is still trying to escape the zone. This one comes all the way back down low below the goal line again. Nicastro there in a battle, to a side now, they'll poke away at it. Controlled now by Hunter Hillebrecht, and the Flashes are able to break out. Here's Tommy Kilway, looking to make a nifty maneuver with his skate. Hillebrecht with it now, power move toward the net. Sent it in the direction of Smith. Now Jason Smith with some good forecheck, and the Flashes control the puck once again. Nicastro battling for it there. Kilway tried to spike it right back down low. Controlled now by Derry Macbeth. Sent up ahead Nick Schemmel. And now Aiden Michael will finish the job. Stuff it down low behind Spanier's net. Cleary will change behind the play. Flashes will do the same. Kilway gonna give it across for Jonathan Gabriel. Kilway to the bench. Zarecki steps on. Gabriel just sends one on net. It's gloved down by Kobe Kepi. And
well, as you said, Gabe, a lot more defense so far here in the third. They're kind of locking it down a bit more. It seems like in the stead of the offense has been, we're just going to hit you, and we're going to hit you hard.
A lot of physicality, more so in this third period than I think we've seen the whole game. Zach Zarecki. Kobe Greenberg banging his stick. He wanted it in front of the net. Now Greenberg trying to get that puck back on the forecheck, but Mark Alexander's got other ideas. He gains the blue line, sends it down. Spanier out of his net to play it. Cut off by Alexander. Swooping in to help out that time was Eakes, Zach Eakes. Kobe Greenberg, he's a speedy guy. We know this. Flashes are offside. They got to tag up. Sent one all the way down. It was kicked into the zone by Eakes, so no icing on this play. Nathaniel Schwartz got a pair of Cougars around him. Greenberg knifing up the left wing side. Now he cuts towards center. Zarecki tried to hit him in stride, could not, and it'll end up being an icing with 13:29 to go in the third.
Maybe a bit too ambitious on that cross-ice pass in the neutral zone, trying to spring your speediest player. Kobe Greenberg out there for another one.
Face-off will come down to the right of Shea Spanier. Cam Thomas will take the draw with Jonathan Gabriel. Thomas with the tie-up, and it's held at the line by Krupp. Krupp throws one towards Spanier. It never got to him. Sent all the way down, trying to maneuver his way around Zach Wiener as Kobe Greenberg, and he'll beat the icing out. Good hustle by Kobe Greenberg. It allowed his guys to change behind that play. Herberg tried to step up, bit too aggressive. Here's Thomas spinning away from Handlovich, who finishes him off. Shane Handlovich shut Cam Thomas's hopes down there. Here's Jake Friedman, watched by Krupp, tries to play it across. There's a big hit. That comes from Krupp, delivered to Friedman. Wiener battling for it now with Herman in the corner. Ian Herman tried to throw one in front. It was intercepted, though, by Johnny. And now it controlled by Thomas. Johnny Gardner, the man that broke that play up. Forgot his last name. Jeez.
Well, you got there in the end.
Here's Herman, drops it off, onside play, Friedman with a shot, glove, save by Kebby.
Really likes throwing that glove out there.
Not afraid to flash the leather.
Absolutely not. He's kind of sassy when he grabs it, too.
He sure is.
Seen a couple of those grabbed with extra sass.
He's got the moxie, Kobe Kepi does.
And why not? He's been a monster all night.
Sure has been. Looking like a brick wall in between the pipes. Off the tie-up, Luke Perry has it for Cleary. Turns it over, though, to Tommy Kilway. Kilway tried to get it down low. He's got Hillebrecht behind the net. Puck just evades him. Smith going to be the first one there. A pair of Smiths battle for it there. Jason Smith and Wes Smith. Jason Smith's going to have a chance here, though. Forced off. Tries to throw it in the slot area for Kilway. Now it's Heinzelman controlling. Broken up from behind by Kilway, so the Flashes still have it in the Cleary end. Macbeth trying to play it around behind. Here's a chance and a shot. Goes wide. Jason Smith had the opportunity there. Barnes going to pinch up. Filling his spot is Smith at the left point. First one there is Derry Macbeth. And it gets as far as center, where it will be stashed right back in down low by Zach Barnes. Back the other way comes Cleary. And it will be cleared into the zone by Heinzelman. Cougars will change. Pass intended for Zarecki there that just gets away from him. Barnes trying to spring Greenberg the other way. Gabriel's got it now. Gabriel cutting it through center, snaps one. And a routine stop there from Kobe Kebby. 11:19 to go. 3-2 the score. Face-off will be to the right of Kobe Kebby. Adjusting some equipment. There's the goaltender for Cleary. Face-off will be taken by Jonathan Gabriel for the Flashes. Tie-up can be controlled here by Eric Wafer. He touches it back around behind for Zach Wiener, but it's broken up by Zach Zarecki. Gledhow the other way. Here comes Gardner. Plays it across for Gledhow. Onside play. Gabriel now going to move the other way. Odd man rush for the Flashes if they hurry. Gabriel throwing one for Zarecki in front of the net. Just got away from him. Slap shot goes wide as well. Bioni pinching in. He wanted to help out, although it nearly led to a 2-on-1 the other way. And now we have a penalty. It's going to be on Jonathan Gabriel. Interference was the indication from our referee tonight, Todd Alexander. So the Cleary Cougars, they've hung around all night, and now they've got another power play to try to tie this one up.
Yeah, I don't know about that call game. Based on some of the stuff they haven't called so far tonight, that was a little more ticky-tack ones. The two men had a little contact exiting the zone.
Interference was the call. So the puck is dropped, and a big defensive zone faceoff win by Alex Holopnik. And Holopnik's able to slam it all the way back down. Down to one knee to paddle it across was Kebby. Just over 10 seconds have come and gone on this power play.
Official call is slashing in the building.
Slashing. So not interference, I beg your pardon. Slashing is the call. Here's Krupp. Big battle for this loose puck at center ice, and now Ian Herman is sprung the other way. Herman bodied off by Perry. He's wrestled down. No call will come of this.
Maybe got away with one there.
Back the other way. 4-on-3. There's two guys behind the play were Herman and Perry. Now to a side, they battle for it behind Spanier. Spanier taking a look at this play that is sent all the way down by Hillebrecht. Good clear by the Flashes.
A textbook kill so far.
Keeping everything to the outside. You don't want traffic in your goaltender. You don't want anything to get to that slot area. That's where you make your money scoring goals. Here's Johnny Gardner galloping in. He opened our scoring tonight and cleared all the way right back down by Kyle Vent.
Yeah, speaking of keeping it on the outside, keeping it on the other end of the ice, it's even better.
Indeed it is. Zach Wiener watched by Zarecki. Zarecki gives him a couple whacks, but he's right in. Poked away by Kyle Vent, but it came right to Gledhow. Now Wiener again. Thomas opening up in the slot. Wanted the one-timer, wouldn't get it. Held in at the line by Gardner. Wines. Wanted to get it in the slot area for Thomas. A bouncing puck. Just got away from Wiener and Thomas as well. Cam Thomas fakes one way, goes the other to Wes Smith. 20 seconds to go on this power play. Gledhow twisting back at the right point. Gives it across. Gardner shooting. Kicked out by Spanier with the right pad. The rebound blocked by Barnes. And cleaning it up is Spanier. He'll hang on. 12 seconds to go on the power play. 8:56 to go in period number 3. Flashes clinging to a 3-2 lead.
Yeah, it was a gutsy block to dive in front of that shot. I know for a fact I wouldn't want to be in front of that one.
Never fun to step in front of a slap shot, but you're taking one for the team.
Hey, it's a big chemistry builder.
There's a save again by Spanier on a dangerous opportunity that came from Zach Eakes. Right in front. Shea Spanier once again up to the task. Tell you what, ever since around the 8-minute mark of the second period, that's when chances really ramped up for the Cougs. Shea Spanier's been very good. Faking as Gardner, tucks one toward the front. Broken up by Jason Smith. Back the other way. He's going to have Jonathan Gabriel joining the rush fresh from the box. He'll just sauce this one in down low. Gabriel will come straight to the bench for a change. Hillebrecht on for him, and this Kent State first line looking to get some work done. This one sent all the way down, and icing. Zach Weiner has an exception to that call, and as we know, not often these guys win these arguments.
No, and it looks like Kobe Greenberg might have snuck off the ice there right before that that icing call. They didn't come get him, so it might have gotten away with a little one there.
Here is Smith. We'll take this face-off with Eakes. Zach Weiner broken up that time by Hillebrecht. Weiner controls it again, though. Plays it across to his partner, Smith. Weiner going to try that long stretch pass. Was looking for Gledhow. It was tipped, so no icing. They'll be able to change behind the play here. Spanier going to use the boards to play this one to his captain, Jason Smith. Smith up ahead looking for Hillebrecht. Stepping into him was Wafer. And effectively shut down that play. Johnny Gardner the other way, gains the red line, chips it in, and they'll chase. Spanier again cutting this play off. Zach Eakes was there. Dangerous play right in front of the net. Looked like it was going to squirt right in front of Shea Spanier's net, but it did not. Kneeling to one knee to block that one and keep it in was Wafer. Kilway tried to play it across, and another turnover this time. Cam Thomas broke it up. Mark Alexander hard on the puck. Here's a check delivered that came from Nick Creston. To a side, they battle for it. Coming in to help out as well as Jake Herberg. Digging at it and getting away was Hillebrecht. He was able to play it across for Kilway. Hillebrecht lost it in his paraphernalia that time. Comes all the way back down for Wafer. Mitchell Gillespie steps onto the ice. Trying to make something happen, but turns it over at neutral ice. Shot from Thomas. A save made by Spanier. It's loose. It's in the net. Shea Spanier thought he had it. It trickled down just to the left of his pad, and Cam Thomas, the beneficiary, comes in to tap it home. And ladies and gentlemen, we are tied at 3.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one there for Shea Spanier. He's looked really good so far, and maybe could have had that one. But we can talk about those rebounds, Gabe. There was another one right there.
Never want to give up dangerous rebounds, especially in high-scoring areas. That's exactly what happened there. Cam Thomas finishes it off. Let's see how the Flashes respond. Ian Herman right in. Tough angle shot, holding his post nicely was Kebby. Back out to the point, it comes for Barnes. Broken up in front, Herman digging at it. They poke away at it, Holupnik had a chance. It just goes wide. Played right back out to the point, Kyle Vent lets one go. It goes wide of the net on the glove hand side of Kebby. Stepping up is Barnes, his shot trickles just wide after being kicked out by Kebby. Back to the point for Vent. Hammers one, kicked out again. He's got to be alert. Pinching up is Zach Barnes. Didn't have forward help. Lucky he got it in down low. Herman tried to whack one into the net. Another alert play by Kebby that time. Big hit comes from Alex Holupnik. Back down low. Here's Herman emerging into the slot. Backhand try. Blocked. Friedman has a chance. He'll button hook back. Looking to the point. How's this for a response on that shift for the Golden Flashes?
We know, Gabe, a lot of times the most dangerous shift that you face as a player is the one right after your team has scored.
That certainly was the case right there. Cleary holds, and now Gardner couldn't quite handle it. Now we'll have a chance. Shot! Hit the outside of the net. Barnes tried to play it across for Zarecki. Broken up at the line, though. Holding now is Gardner for Cleary. Touches one across. Gets it right back. Gardner sends one in the slot area. Weiner, a shot blocker down by Spanier. Eakes down around behind. Emerging with it is Gardner, opening up for a one-timer. He's got it, he fanned on it. Had that pass across the crease. Now here comes Kobe Greenberg. Kobe Greenberg, toe drag, oh my goodness, what a move by Greenberg, but he lost sight of the puck. Man, oh man, what a sick move that would have been.
That's just classic Kobe Greenberg, Gabe.
Here is Greenberg, fakes and sends it in down low. Zach Zarecki, it was broken up by Aiden Michael. Michael's got a free lane to dart into the offensive end. And we've reached the final 5 in this one. 3-3. And stay tuned, it's going to be a great finish. Shot that comes from Smith. It was blockered aside by Spanier. Sent down low. Justin Bioni is the one that's there. Plays it off the glass. Smith trying to hold the line, and he does. Luke Perry and Nathaniel Schwartz race in after this puck with each other. Gabriel comes in to help out, and he controls the puck. Johnny Gabriel sends one skyward. Hunter Hillebrecht's got the speed, and he's going to be the first one there. He's hauled down, no call. Now back the other way comes Wes Smith. Flashes were in the midst of a change. Smith with a shot just goes wide of the net. Able to play it out as far as neutral ice. It took an advantageous bounce. Might have hit the official in front. Spanier going to leave it there. Take a minute to catch your breath. My goodness. Zach Wiener. That puck deflects up high. Just past the outstretched glove of Luke Perry. And now Wiener controls it again. Darts in through center, lets one go. Spanier makes the save. It's loose again. That's the second time he thought he's caught something, and he has not had the puck.
He's had a lot of pucks bounce off him here tonight.
Off the delayed offside, Cleary tags up. Now they're able to get in on the attack again. Handlovich left it behind there for Bioni. Bioni backhanded looking for Holupnik, and now it comes right back for Friedman. Friedman gains the line, tried to dump one in, took a hit, and this one will be called. So the Flashes, with 3:35 to go, will head to the power play. Cam Thomas going to get 2 minutes for tripping here.
Yeah, you could almost feel like something was going to happen here with all the back and forth and all the hits. Crowd was kind of getting restless there, especially now that we've got ourselves a tie game.
We sure were.
A lot of tension in the building right now.
Could cut it with a knife. A game that the Flashes led 3-1 at one point in the second period. Cleary has stormed all the way back to tie this game at 3. And with 3:35 to go in period number 3, a lot of threes. A tripping penalty will give the Flashes a power play. They'll roll Jason Smith, Zach Zarecki, Hunter Hillebrecht, Alex Holupnik, and Jonathan Gabriel. Kobe Kebby, they have needed him at many points in this game, none more than now. Face-off won by Gabriel. Zarecki lets one go. It just gets the dasher in behind the net. Gabriel broke it up, but Zach Wiener has the other way. Nearly a 3-on-2, but deciding to fall back was Perry. It comes across for Michael. Just in his skates, he couldn't handle it. Now the other way come the Flashes. Here's Hillebrecht. He'll just fall back. He'll get this breakout started calmly the right way. Zarecki holding. Looking to maneuver his way into the zone. Broken up again and slapped all the way back down. Sloppy start to this power play that's already had half a minute expire on it.
Special teams has given Cleary life here tonight.
Shea Spanier gets it quickly up to Jonathan Gabriel, who protects the puck nicely. Able to weave all the way into the zone. Tried to leave it there for Kobe Greenberg, but it's sent all the way back down again by Cleary. Kent State can't even seem to get into the offensive zone. Bioni holding. He crisscrosses with Greenberg. Now they've got to stop and get things set up again. Butkowski tried to touch it across for Friedman. It was turned over. Gardner across. Eeks now again. Throws one toward the net. It just goes past the outstretched pad of Shea Spanier. Certainly doesn't look like a power play right now for the Flashes.
More powerless.
Under 50 seconds to go. Here comes Bioni. Justin Bioni loses it again at the line.
We're seeing now why this is a point of emphasis in practice for the Flashes this week.
Jake Friedman galloping, wanting to get into the zone. They finally are able to get back over the blue line, and it's controlled by Kilway. Kilway lowers the shoulder, takes it powerfully in behind the net. Back up top, handled by Greenberg, across to Bioni. Winds, doesn't fire, gives it back across to Friedman instead. Bioni one-timer, and a save made by Kebby. Reactionary stop made there. Butkowski back in front, 10 seconds to go on the power play. Greenberg back down low for Butkowski. Holding, touches it back. Bioni won't shoot, gives it across to Friedman. Across for Greenberg. Just missed him, and now a potential 2-on-1 the other way. And fresh from the box is Thomas. 2-on-1. Thomas back across, just skips over the stick of Gardner. The back and forth continues. Cam Thomas, he's fresh. Trying to get by Tommy Kilway, and he did. Back out to the point. Here's a shot that comes from Krupp. It goes up high. Handling it in behind now is Butkowski. 70 seconds to go in the third period of play. We're tied at 3. Hillebrecht controlling now for the Flashes. Plays it across. Kilway got it out as far as center. Big hit delivered there by Hillebrecht. It was a seismic collision. Hillebrecht tries to send it in, and he did. Heinzelman and Krupp collide there on the play. 50 seconds to go in regulation. Wafer across. Played geometrically, looking for Luke Perry. Kyle Vent broke that play up. Wafer again, that hit a mask.
Yeah.
I believe that hit somebody right in the face mask.
Well, that'll wake you up.
And it went into the Kent State bench. So, 38.5 seconds to go. 3-3, period 3.
And
What
a
a
breather
game.
for Gabe.
What a game we've had. I do get a second to catch my breath.
A lot of back. It's been wild. Ever since that power play earlier, it's like this game's gotten a kick in the pants.
Zach Eakes will take this draw in the neutral zone with Jonathan Gabriel. Eakes delivered a check right to Gabriel, and now in 3-on-2 for Cleary. Broken up nicely by Kyle Vent. Trying to get it out of the zone, they cannot. Turning now is Gardner. His shot just gets the glass.
Man, turnovers on turnovers on turnovers.
20 seconds to go in regulation. The other way comes Friedman. Here come the Flashes. 2-on-2, even man rush. Swooping in there, Gabriel, he throws one right across the goal mouth. Pinching up his Barnes. They want to try and make something happen. 6 seconds to go here in regulation. Controlled by Zach Weiner. All the way across. And ladies and gentlemen, for the second straight game,
free hockey.
We are headed to the bonus hockey period. 60 minutes wasn't enough. 3-3, your score after 3. And speaking of threes, 3-on-3 overtime coming up. Man, oh man, has it been a fun game to watch. How about the Cougars, their heart to fight back into this game?
Yeah, I mean, they haven't stopped fighting ever since they went. You know, they took those 2 goals in a row, it's 3 goals in a row from the Golden Flash to get up to 3-1. They never gave up, and they fought their way back into the game here this evening.
So Todd Alexander will have a conversation with both head coaches. 5 minutes on the clock. Overtime it is. Last overtime game that we saw here was the last game that you and I called, Chris. That heartbreaking 2-1 loss to the Duquesne Dukes. A game that we didn't see our first goal until 4:49 to go in the third period. It came from Hunter Hillebrecht, beat Kyle Plants up high, but it was a tie game by game-tying goal, by P.J. Breslow with 8.9 seconds to go in the third, and an eventual overtime winner that came from Steve Delia. Just a big-time win for the Duquesne Dukes. And man, oh man, do the Flashes want this one.
Yeah, looking for a different outcome tonight. They really are looking to turn it around here. I mean, they've lost 4 of their last 5 after a fantastic start to the season. This kind of feels like almost a desperation time if you're the Flashes. You've got to win this one. And looking at who they sent out here, guess who?
Kobe Greenberg, Zach Zarecki, and Justin Bioni appears to be the unit that the Flashes will start with. Goaltenders will switch sides, I believe. Shea Spaniers at center ice.
He's probably asking them why they haven't switched sides. Usually for overtime,
Overtime should be the period of the long change, and it will be. Here comes Kobe Kevy. So the goaltenders have gotten things sorted out.
Good catch by Shea Spanier.
Sure is. Looks like Cleary's going to roll with Johnny Gardner, Zach Weiner, and Zach Eakes for this overtime period against, as we mentioned, Bioni, Greenberg, and Zarecki for the Flashes.
Yeah,
5 minutes on the clock.
Based on what we saw there towards the end of the third, I can hardly imagine what we're going to see here, Gabe.
Face-off won by Zarecki. Overtime's underway. Justin Bioni going to circle back. 3-on-3. Greenberg plays it for Bioni. They get the breakout going. Touches it across. It's controlled by Greenberg. A lot of room on the ice now, and it allows your speedy guys to uncork themselves. Here comes Bioni. Power move to the net. He's forced to button hook away. Good play by Zach Eakes to take it away, and now Cleary controls the puck. Moving in is Johnny Gardner. Down the left wing side. Throws it across, was looking for Weiner. He's broken up by Zarecki. 30 seconds gone in this overtime period. Zarecki 2-on-2 with Greenberg. Zarecki searching for an option. Throws it in front! Oh, what a save!
You have got to be kidding me.
Kobe Kebby saves the game. Grand larceny
That's
from
some
Kobe
on
Kebby.
Kobe action.
My goodness, what a stop. You could deliver pizza for years.
I never see anything quite that wild, Gabe.
Never see anything that wild. What a stop by the Cleary netminder. And so, the probing continues. 4:17 to go in overtime. Gabriel on this faceoff with Cam Thomas. Cleary wins it, and right away they've got an odd man rush. Wes Smith, Jacob Herberg, they're able to break it up. Cam Thomas is in, drops it off. It comes now for the man, Ben Gledhow. And he's forced all the way back to neutral ice. Cam Thomas, right in front of the Kent State bench. Here comes Wes Smith. Wes Smith's got a man driving. It just goes over his stick. What an opportunity there. Herberg just going to live to fight another day here. He's able to touch it across for Jason Smith. Flashes need a change. You can tell they're tired out here right now, and it's the period of the long change. It's not very easy to execute a full sail line change. Herberg turns it over. He's the tired guy on the ice right now. He's not going to be able to get off. This time he will play it back to Greenberg. Nathaniel Schwartz comes on for Herberg. Saucer pass by Greenberg. He wants it through center. He's winding up. Look at the wheels on Greenberg, but again, he forgets the puck. Toe drag there by Hillebrecht. He goes down. No call. Shot from Schwartz. Never got to the net. Here comes Krupp. Krupp one-on-one now with Nathaniel Schwartz. Krupp looking to get around him. Good play with the body by Schwartz to knock him down. Hillebrecht in there to help out. Tried to twirl around Johnny Gardner, could not. Under 3 minutes to go in overtime. Zach Zarecki, if they hurry, it's a 2-on-1. Zarecki throws one for Hillebrecht, just missed him. Non-stop action here in 3-on-3. Zarecki shooting, and a save again made by Kebby. Back down low can be controlled by Krupp.
Approaching the halfway mark here, Gabe.
Cycles it around behind for Johnny Gardner. The Cleary Cougars looking to come all the way back and steal this game from the Flashes. And it's Gardner, gives it on over for Wiener, in on Spanier, he makes the save! Wheeled right back to the net, Shea Spanier melts it down.
Pure, unadulterated larceny by Shea Spanier.
The biggest test Shea Spanier's faced all night, and he comes up with a game saver right off that right pillow. 2:20 to go in overtime.
Boy,
Man,
I don't
oh
know
man.
about you, Gabe, but I like hockey.
Oh, I love hockey. How can you not? Puck dropped. Ekus controls it. He'll take a peek back to the point where he's got Wes Smith. They'll switch spots, excuse me. Jake Friedman controls it now for Kent State. Friedman looking to get it out of the zone, and he did. Wes Smith tied up there with Kilway, and now a 2-on-1. Gledhow with a shot. Save made by Spanier. And then it got the glass. Under 2 minutes to go here in OT. Stepping up was Ekus, taken away by Kilway. Flashes are going to be able to change at least two guys here. Kilway looking to take it all the way to the net. Could not. Gledhow controls it now, 1:45 to go in overtime. Ekus with it. The left-handed shot, making his way up the right wing side. Shea Spanier out of his net to leave it here. Plays it across, looking for Hillebrecht. It was a pass that nearly went awry. Cam Thomas was watching Hillebrecht. He was able to drop it off for Zarecki. Here comes Kyle Vent now. Flashes into the offensive end. Shot comes from Vent. It was a headhunter that gets the glass. 1:20 to go here in overtime. Hillebrecht losing it. Zach Wiener controls it now. Zarecki tried to break that play up. Couldn't quite do it. He's able to get on the back check. Thrown to the net for Wiener. Save made by Spanier. Another beauty from number 30 in white. Hoisted all the way down by Kyle Vent. Flashes will change. Kobe Greenberg, a little bit lackadaisical getting to that puck, was Cleary.
Down to the final minute here of overtime.
Under a minute to play in OT. Zach Wiener controls this puck. He'll hoist it down. Kobe Greenberg going to be the first one there. Plays it around for Jake Herberg. He's got Jonathan Gabriel knifing up the left wing side. He'll take it himself. Herberg. Offside is the call.
We get a break.
And we will get to take a breather. This 3-on-3 overtime, I'll tell you what, it's the greatest thing I think that's ever happened in hockey.
Oh, absolutely. There has been no greater change since when they decided to test out the 3v3 system.
High entertainment value and high stakes.
And the only bad part is it has to come to an end.
That is very true. Puck is dropped. Gabriel hard on Wes Smith. Gabriel's got it. His shot just goes wide. Greenberg there. He'll fall back into neutral ice. 25 seconds to go. Touches it across for Herberg. Jake Herberg searches for an option. Finds one in Jonathan Gabriel. Gabriel trying to maneuver his way around Smith. Couldn't do so. Wes Smith with a big breakup. Now here comes Johnny Gardner. Gardner gets by Herberg. One man back. It's Greenberg. He's the forward, and he's able to poke it away. Gabriel touches it back. 5 seconds to go in overtime. Herberg across to Kobe Greenberg. Greenberg a drive. Goes wide. And ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this season, we will head to a shootout. 3-3. 65 minutes wasn't enough either.
This is a new one for me, Gabe. I have not seen the skills competition here in the ACHA, so this will be a first.
Should be fun. Two brilliantly performing goaltenders in this game. Kobe Kebby is really the reason that this game is still going on right now.
Oh, absolutely. He has been completely and utterly phenomenal tonight.
The push that he got from left to right to make that save on Kobe Greenberg was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I thought that was going in for sure. I mean, it looked like he had absolutely no chance from our angle, but he stood tall and made the stop.
So we'll take a chance to reflect on what we've seen in the last 65 minutes of game action. And how about we talk about the adversity that the Cleary Cougars have faced tonight and their battle-back ability. What have you seen from them that's allowed them to still be playing this game right now?
No, they've been really strong in the puck. And I mean, even though they allowed those 3 straight goals and kind of out of the game, you know, they never stop pushing, and they've been aggressive the whole game. They've been very smart with the puck for the most part. And honestly, I've just seen some. You really can't, you know, downsize how great the hands have been at the point for them. I mean, one of Kent State's kind of bread and butter moves when they want to get out on the break is they try to lift the puck up and kind of chase it into the neutral zone and get a guy breaking. They've not allowed that at all. Cleary stood tall at the point, and they've been knocking down pucks all night. Not afraid to jump up and bring one down. Great hand-eye with the stick. They just haven't allowed the Flashes to get to their game.
And so, this shootout will begin. First shooter for Cleary, Johnny Gardner. He opened the scoring in the game. Let's see what he can do here. In on Spanier. Gardner lost the puck. So the ice strikes again.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It might come out and bite you.
Jason Smith is the first shooter for the Flashes. Let's see what the captain can do.
Oh, he can do a lot. We've seen what he can do this season.
It is loud in the Kent State Ice Arena right now. Jason Smith with speed in. He scores!
What a move.
Jason Smith opens the scoring in the shootout.
Well, Gabe, I rest my case. He's got a lot in the repertoire, and we saw it there.
The captain comes through in the biggest moment. And now Zach Ekis will take his shot at Shea Spanier. Ekis slowly approaches. Ekis in. Stopped by Spanier!
What a grab.
Snatches it right out of midair. And now Zach Zarecki with a chance to send the Flashes faithful home happy. One-on-one. Zach Zarecki swinging it wide to the right. Cuts it back inside. Zarecki. Stop made by Kebby. So this game is still going and still alive. Need a goal here from Ben Gledhow from the Cougars.
Yeah, Shea Spanier can end it here, correct?
Shea Spanier with a chance to win the game for Kent. Gledhow scoops it up with speed. Stop by Spanier! That'll do it! The Flashes win it! Shea Spanier saving the day in a shootout. Flashes win it 4-3. What a game, Chris.
That's the best game of hockey I've seen in a long time, Gabe.
It ended in a shootout. The first of the year for the Flashes. All they needed was one, and it came courtesy of the captain, Jason Smith. Man, oh man, what a game we got to witness.
I'm going to be seeing that move in my dreams tonight, Gabe.
Certainly. Both goaltenders were fabulous. Special teams were great. At the end of the day, Flashes 4 and Cougars 3. For Chris Hodson, I'm Gabe Kalura. Have a great night. Drive safe. Flashes with a win.